everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Hope you are all having an amazing day today. My name is Lex and welcome back to some more GTA 5, where today we're going to be looking at a car that was added in the latest DLC update. But hang on a minute, don't just quit out. This isn't one of the cars that Rockstar made. Well, it is sort of. This is a modified and adjusted version of a car Rockstar made. And it's the Comet. It's the wide-body Comet, but this time it's without the wide body. If I just zoom down here, you will see the beauty. That is the Comet without the wide body. It was, do you know what, I sort of thought this at the time, but I didn't really sort of mention it, but I liked the wide body, but I would have liked to have seen just an older standard style Porsche. And this basically does that. It just takes away the wide arches that was added and just adds in a smaller and normal size arch and makes it look like a proper classic Porsche, which I absolutely love. TGIJ, who made this, has done a fantastic job. It looks absolutely amazing. So today what I want to do is to go and modify this thing so we can make our own version. There is actually a few different liveries, as you can probably tell. This is not one of the liveries that was in the standard car that you could have got with Rockstar. So we're going to look around all the different liveries and all that sort of stuff and then just modify it. Make maybe one or two different versions of it in today's video. But before all of that, there's going to be some comments and questions on the screen. If you would like your comments and questions featured, just leave them in the comments section below. I'll feature some at random at the start of the next video. And don't forget, you can also follow me on Twitter at Figureight. Links for my Twitter are in the description below, as always. Right, here we are. So I'm going to find a quieter place because this is probably just a little bit too busy around here. In fact, there's a lot of traffic around here. It is really busy. Ooh, nice Oracle. You would have seen that in a previous video where I looked at all the stanced versions of standard cars. You can check that video out. Just go on the channel and I'm sure it's one of the latest videos if you're watching this around the time I upload it. Probably called Stanced Vehicles or something like that in a video. I'm sure you can find it. Where shall I go? I mean, that's quite a nice quiet car park. I tell you what, this is a building that I haven't really noticed that much. This is not really a sort of area of the map that I go in that often. I forgot this was here, this big massive Go Postal thing, right in the middle of the city. Completely forgot it was here. I wonder if we go up on the roof. Is there... Oh, okay, I was thinking there might have been a roof car park or something like that, but... Oh, actually, there is. Yes, look, right here. How about that? I didn't think... Well, it's sort of on the roof. It's sort of behind it. That will do. Let's use this as our spot today to tune this. I like to try and find all these different unique spots around the place to tune these cars. Have a different setting each time. So much better than just going to the same old boring garage. So much nicer doing it here. Right, let's set up all of our camera. There we go. I'm sure I'll be moving this around throughout the thing. And we're going to be using Menus mod to do this. This is my favorite trainer. Loads of you always asking, what is this? It says it right there, top left menu. Just Google that and you'll probably find the page to download. It is just the best. There is the enhanced native trainer, but it can't do anywhere near as much as Menu. Menu is just the bomb. So I would recommend downloading that. So let's start. Vehicle options. Let's go to Menus Customs. Actually, I'm very curious to see how it looks with Slam It just on its own. So let's give this a test straight away. That's tiptoeing. Let's go for that one. Do you know what? It's not so bad, but it's starting to glitch through. And actually, wow. After the get low, it's pretty much the same height. Just lots of glitching. Yeah, so it doesn't let you go that low, which is pretty fine, really. It's not supposed to be a slammed car. I was just curious. I think it looks really nice in its stock form. I've got to be honest. Looks beautiful. Right, let's go then to Menus Customs. Benny's Lowrider mods. Let's do all that first, shall we? Let's do all the interior and all that sort of stuff. Oh, there is the option to change the dash, which is good, because I am not a fan of this interior. So we go for trim, primary colour sunstrip, and then we also have the secondary colour. That's apparently the same right now because of this livery. I'm sure we'll play with that later, but I'll leave that on so we can see what those look like. Dash, right, well, we have the stock, we have the... Oh, God. I tell you what, I really wish, I just so wish that the guy who made this camera mod just added a little button to make us move slowly like we was in the video movie editing mode, because it's a bit annoying having to sort of fly about. Right, so we have the stock dash, then we have the street interior, then we have the semi-stripped, the race, the flocked, the carbon. I just so wished that we had the chance to just have an older style dash, because it's just too modern for this car. I don't know what Rockstar were thinking. Let's just go for the semi-stripped, I guess, or maybe just the straight. I mean, how's that compare? Yeah, let's just go for the straight, for God's sake. Mind you, the thing is I don't like any of them. I'm conflicted because I think these are too much for the style I was going to go for. I was going to go for like an old-style Porsche that I would have taken on like the old-style Cannonball Run, the US Express, all that sort of stuff. So I think this interior is a bit overkill and a bit modern. So, sod it. I'm just going to keep it standard. Dials, well, we have all that sort of mod-pouted? That should be pod-mounted, or pod taco, whatever it is called. We should probably change the lights, because they're pretty dark. Let's go for a classic frost white. There we go, now I can see everything going on. We've also got the race display. I mean, again, it's not right. I guess the pod tacos and this stuff, I wanted one without that big, massive pod taco, but the stuff that's on the dashboard, at least. But I don't think it offers that. Yeah, it offers the gauges, but none. Yeah, wish it just offered me the gauges. It's a bit annoying. Oh well, we'll leave it at that. We have the doors. We have some aluminium door cards. Let's look at the one that Michael isn't blocking. Stock aluminium, which is just a big blank of nothing. Carbon. Oh dear. Right. Well, apparently those didn't transfer. Oh no, they did. Just not on that door. Oops. Okay. Well, that one worked. Okay, so you can see carbon. Aluminium, primary, secondary, and Michael, you're a bit freaky with your face right there. Well, I'm just going to keep it stock, or maybe I'll just go for the aluminium, just to make it like that. There we go. So that's a sort of like semi-racer car anyway. Seats, well, they're pretty nice with the stock seats. I mean, I don't know what else I would have taken if I was going on. I mean, whoa. Okay. Some of those have texture issues, right? Okay, well that's obviously the case when you get custom cars. Sometimes things aren't going to go perfectly, or maybe it was me. I don't know. I'm just going to go for stock seats on this one. Steering wheels, I'm just going to go for a nice basic something like that, or something like the Clubman or the Professional. What are you thinking? Oh, actually, I'll go for the Sprint Mark II. I don't normally go for the ones in the middle, but actually the Sprint Mark II is pretty nice. I don't know why I don't go for these ones in the middle more often. Yeah, I'm going to go for the Sprint Mark II. Very nice. Looks sort of like a Nardi wheel, almost. Right, onto the fittings. That's going to be all the strut braces and stuff. That's going to be on in the rear compartment. Let me just open that door up. Well, actually, now that I've opened this up, I'm pretty sure actually the strut brace is on the front. Yeah, I done goofed here. Hang on. Okay, well, here we go. There's the stock fitting. Then we have a bunch of the other ones. I'm just going to go for something that's nice, thick, and sturdy. Something like the large polished one. Not sure these existed in... did they exist? I guess they did. The racing one looks sort of... I don't know. Did they... I don't know if that's a stupid thought to think, did they have these in, like, the 70s and 80s? I don't know if that's a stupid thought. I'm sorry. I don't know. Aerials, we also have... Oh, that's just the hood catches that we're going to be looking at right there. We have the chrome, angled, and the straight. I'm going to go for the chrome because they're nice. Classic design. And that's pretty much that done for all of that sort of stuff. Okay, I'm going to leave the wheels until last. Just because I don't really know where I'm going to go exactly with the exterior of this. So I'll decide at the end. So we're going to start with the spoiler. So we have the big, massive ones. I think these are going to be a bit too much for what I was thinking, especially because this is supposed to be the classic. I didn't want to go for anything too major, at least on this first build. I don't know what I'm going to do for the second. And actually, there is nothing subtle, is there? There's just madness. So I'm going to go with the stock spoiler on this one. This might be quite a simple build, I think. On the exhaust, well, we have the stock. Then we have the titanium ones, the big bore, and the Shakatan. The big bore is just nice, simple, clean exhaust, so I'll just go for those. Chassis, we have all the half cage and all that sort of stuff. Let's just go and have a look in here. So we have the street half cage, which is just the one on the back. Then we have the dash dodger cage, the padded. I don't know if I would have gone with this full bracing for like a long distance drive and rally driving, but I think that I might have at least gone for something like a street half cage or just some sort of bracing in the car. It's not too crazy, but it also gives a bit of chassis stiffening and all that sort of stuff. So I think a street half cage is not that bad. So I'll go for that. On the hood, we have the stock hood. Then we have secondary. Oh, I do, yes. I do like those. I'm starting to remember what the tuning parts look like for this one. I do like that little grill bit. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I just do. Then we also have the carbon version, which I'm not too sure on. Then we have the double one, which I quite like. There's the carbon versions. Then we have that one, which I'm not really that keen on. So, should we go for this one, but in this just normal primary color? I think that looks pretty cool. Obviously, we can't tell at the moment because we are using all the liveries and stuff. On the engine, we'll go for a level 4. Brakes, race brakes, transmission, race transmission. Suspension, we're going to go down, 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 down. It's looking nice. I mean, it is a bit low. It's maybe a bit too low for what I would have taken on an all. In fact, because of that, let's just jack it up a little bit more. We'll have just a wee little bit, just lower suspension. Just for the sake of putting something on, I guess. Then we have just paints, neons, doors, windows. Okay, I'm just going to put on a very light smoke. In fact, I don't even think we really need that. I think stock is absolutely fine. Again, this would have been something that was in the 70s, so I don't want this to be too modern. And then that's just a case of extras and livery. So let's just have a look through. So livery 1 is just off, which looks really nice. Look at that. Just that in the solid black is just gorgeous. Did I make the one black in the one that I did in the video of this last time with the wide arch one? Pretty sure I did. Then we have this one, which is sort of like in a green and sort of like a pale white. Raw felt. Like raw felt. What's this on here? This is all rather modern style stickers. That's not what I want on this. Let's move on. Now, this is, of course, quite a classic style livery, which in the end I might end up going for this one. I like that it says no instead of Momo. Criminal 166. What else we got on the side here? Vinewood Racetrack. That's pretty cool. I like the ones that sort of like it's still going towards sort of like the GTA lore. If that sort of makes sense. Then we have this one, which is quite nice, but again, it's very modern with this rainbow color and the fades and everything else like that. Appropriate Associates, Vista, Mindmacht. Does look nice though, I do like that, especially I like that bit with the sun strip as well. Then we have the Pisswasser one, which looks pretty cool. We've got the Rough Weld down there. What else have we got here? We've got, ooh, oh, bleach. That's great. Blueberry and peach soda bleach. I like that in the style of Coca-Cola. I like that. Then we have, is that it? Just that one? Okay, that is the last one. Do you know what? It's funny. I'm really tempted to just go towards this again because this just feels so Cannibal Run to me. I don't know why, especially with the 166. It's like Cannibal Run, that's your team number. Oh, in the end, it's almost looked almost identical to when we started. That's progress, guys. Yeah, progress. Videos. Entertainment. Yeah. Good job, Alex. Good job. Oh. I thought I was going to like glitch in the wall and it would like disappear. That didn't happen. Okay, that's good. So we'll stick a turbo on it and let's just play, see if we can do anything with the paint, but I might leave it exactly as it is. Well, actually, the liveries take over the paint completely, so that's that done. Okay, moving on to car 2. I'm going to make this a more crazy one, but again, because the fact this isn't the wide arch one, I don't think the style really goes with it completely, but we'll just go with it anyway. So I'm going to go mad and just go for the complete full out everything. So we're going to go for the sunstrip again, because why not? The dash. In fact, let's get rid of the sunstrip on this one. Make things different. Dashboard, let's go for the carbon race dash completely, or should we go for the flocked? The flock looks horrible. I hate that texture. The dials, we'll just go for the race 3, or what does the race 2 look like? Race 2, race 3. Race 3 looks better. I prefer the look of race 3. We also definitely need to make that color. Let's make that something like an actual color. Red. Oh, mind you, I don't like how that looks on the actual main taco bit. How does white look? Yeah, that's fine. So onto the doors, and as we know, this one's not going to show anything. I'm pressing the wrong button. There we go. It's all going to be blank, but at least that door works. I'll go for carbon again. On the seats, let's go back in. I want to go for the carbon race seats. I'm going to make this into a crazy carbon car. Let's go for... There isn't a carbon steering wheel, is there? There isn't, but I am a big fan of these lately. The Sprint ones are pretty cool, so I'm going to go for the nice featherweight. There we go. Fittings is going to be the strut braces. Again, lightened. I can't even see it. Doesn't matter. And chrome hood catches, because they just always look the best. Look at that. Oh yes, I didn't do the wheels on the other one, did I? I'm going to do that now then. I know, guys, I'm such a great YouTuber. I never forget things. Wait, I always forget things. Okay, wheels, let's go for the Sport. This is meant to be an old style one, so the wheels that are on it are actually sort of fitting. But I'm going to try and find something. Maybe something in the muscle, because this is the sort of older wheels that would have been available at the time. See, this works, because it looks like the sort of wheels that would be available. And now, row styles. They work. The Muscle Freak one works absolutely perfectly. But how do they look in chrome? Oh, they just work. I'm going to go for that, because that is such a classic look. I don't think there's anything that's going to beat that. Let's have a look through. I mean, these are nice wheels, and they would work. They would be the sort of wheels that you would have, mostly, in the 70s. I mean, it would be nice to have some classic rod ones. But, oh, look, we even have the chrome versions of the 5 stars, which are very close to the ones that were actually on it to begin with. But I'm going to have to go with these row styles, because they just look great. In fact, I'm going to go with them in stock, because it's a bit too much in chrome. And I'll just lighten the colour. So, maybe I'll go for a black. No, that's too bright. Too dark, rather. Does that work in white? Do you know what? That sort of works in white. I like that. I think that works. Right, let's go back to the other one then. Right, so we'll leave wheels on this one till last, I guess. So let's just go to spoiler first. I'm probably sure when I say that, I'm just going to forget about the wheels again. Let's go for something crazy. I mean, that's a bit weird. I don't understand that one. Carbon wing. It's all a bit mad. Carbon wing type 2. That is a really wide. Look how wide that is. That's insane. I was going to go for that. Exhaust, I mean, it looks weird like this because it's got rid of all the wide arches, so it's just ridiculously wider than the car. Then I'm going to go for the Shakatan exhaust, just make this one a bit silly. Padded full cage. Go for the carbon ducted hood. No, I don't like that hood. The carbon street hood. We've already gone for the street hood. Let's go for that one. And carbon. There we go. Level 4 upgrade. Race brakes. Transmission. Slam suspension on this one. There we go. And I guess it just paints. And did we have any liveries? So this is the stock livery. It says nothing. Then we have this one. I wanted to go for something a bit more modern, so that one's not going to work. I do like that, but I'm not too sure. Then there's the Pissfasser and the bleach. You know, I'm going to go for the bleach one, just because I like the idea of that thing. That's very Rockstar. That's very Rockstar. I like that bleach Coca-Cola idea thing. Let's go for a turbo, and then windows. We'll actually tint these ones to be a dark smoke. But we need to have some matching wheels. So let's go back to wheels. I haven't forgotten wheels, as you can see. Let's go for sport. Let's see what we've got in here. See, now the Deep 5 do look very Porsche-like. But I don't like this multicolour look thing. Because if I was to go to the wheel colour, it's just the spokes. I hate the look of dark rim bits with... And the chrome and the dark looks horrible. And then, like, different colour spokes. It's a horrible look. I don't know why anyone does it. Then we have this one, which doesn't really go. These are all a bit modern. Again, these all work, but they've got the chrome edges on them, which don't really suit my needs. See, the organic Type O. It works. The Endo doesn't really work. I like this dead-on view, actually. We don't really get enough of this. I'm thinking, let's just go back. I'm going to go for the organic Type O, because I think that's quite a nice, generic-looking race wheel. And we'll make it in... a nice black. And mind you, it's got the chrome again, and I'm not feeling it. That colour works because it's just close enough to the chrome. The only other option would be to just get the chrome version of that wheel, which, thanks to the fact that I've got extra mods on, isn't there. Which is quite annoying. I've got a bunch of other stuff instead. Oh dear, that's a nice little spoiler. Well, the Cosmo sort of works. So we'll go for the Cosmo. There we go. That's that all done. Should we get some nice custom tyres as well? There we go, a bit of writing on it. That just makes it all nice and complete. But that's not the one I'm going to drive away in, because I'm just absolutely in love with the stock retro classic look. I think it's beautiful. I would love for you guys to let me know in the comments which one of these two do you prefer, or do you just prefer them without the liveries and in standard? I mean, apart from the fact that I wanted to make this into a Cannonball Run style car with this sort of like lettering and numbering and stuff, I would probably go with a stock colour. I do like that bleach, just the idea of that brand in this game I think is pretty cool. I assume that is actually something that was made up and wasn't already in. I'm not too sure. But this is just so awesome. I absolutely love this. This is so sort of 70s, classic Porsche. Big fan of this sort of stuff. Absolutely love it. There we go, guys. That's it. Thank you all very much for watching. And I shall see you all next time. Don't forget, leave comments, comment section below. Which one do you prefer? Or maybe you just prefer the wide arch one. I would love for you guys to let me know in the comments. And of course, there will be a link to this mod in the description for those of you that want it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time. goodbye.